we go. Ha ha! I figured it out. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get the, hold on. Alright. Alright, guys, sorry about that. I finally got it figured out. The audio was being a problem. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Is hearing me a thing that is happening right now? A faint voice? Is it low? Does it need to be? I don't know how to turn it up any higher. Let me know if you can hear me. You can hear me well? Okay, good. Is it loud? Okay, good. All right. I needed to make sure. So we'll switch to the other scene now. Hello, my friends. How's it going? Oh, coming through just fine. Awesome. Well, welcome to my kitchen, guys. Hello, hello, hello. So this is the best that I could do for the setup for now. Oh, hey there. Oh, hey there. What's going on? So just so that you know, it's going to be kind of difficult a little bit from time to time to read what you guys are saying. What's up? What's going down, man? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. This is going to be a lot of fun, I think. So I'm going to have to do a lot more talking and a lot less relying on letting the video game do the thing for me. Yeah, I believe song requests are on, guys. The bot should be working. Dragon Master put the bot to the test, so we definitely know the bot is on. Song requests should be on as well. I think maybe I can hear them. The kitchen cam. Hey, that's right. This is the Nez Part 2 stream. What's going on, Carefree? Just want to let you guys know that I'm going to do my best to read chat and like all new people that come in and stuff. But when I'm cooking and I'm paying attention to stuff, it's going to be difficult to read chat. I don't have BTTV installed on this browser, so it's the typical white background with the black text, and it's kind of far away from me. So I'll do my best to make it work if I can read. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, well, I'm not in Discord either. I don't even have Discord on this computer. So let's get started. So tonight, on tonight's menu, we're going to be cooking my famous pan-seared whitefish with the tarragon and caper butter sauce on a bed of only lemon-infused rice. I was unable to get lavender, unfortunately. Lemon-infused rice with a balsamic... with an asparagus side and a balsamic reduction drizzled on top. But before we get started with all of that, guys, I picked up a delicious brew today, one of my favorites. It's the Transatlantique Creek 2016 edition. It's from the New Belgium Brewery. They do them every year. It's a sour beer. I'll be enjoying this as I cook for you guys. So yeah. Woo! That's fantastic. Alright, so I've got a couple of cams set up so that you guys can see all the stuff that's going on. Right here, on this camera right here, these are the ingredients. I've got them kind of laid out for you. You can kind of see them. Everything that you'll need except for spices and a little bit of flour. Got the butter, asparagus, shallot, lemon, garlic, my tarragon, the capers, balsamic, some rice, and the fish, of course. So to start, usually when you want to cook, you need to make sure that you have everything done at the same time. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to prepare the rice. So to start, it is a 1 cup rice to 2 cup water. So we'll get the water going. Nice, you guys are hanging out in Discord? Awesome, I wish I could be there hanging out with you. But you know how it goes. So I wonder if I turned on music in the other room, if you guys would even be able to hear it so that I could listen to it and still have music. I'm going to try it after I get the water going. So 2 cups of water. Now for rice, you typically want to let it boil. See, I guess it's got to get a little higher here. Maybe? Sorry, we're going to be tinkering with cameras and such for a while. It's going to take a minute to get everything right. Just the way I want it. Alright, so that may not be perfect, or even really ideal. I wish the camera could pull out a little bit further. Get it? Or I'll put it in a different place next time. But this will have to work for now. So boiling water is not really all that exciting. So I'll do the unexciting things on those burners and try to keep the exciting things to this side. Oh yeah! So I'm going to go, while this water is boiling, guys, are starting to boil, I am going to go turn on an LP out in my living room. And if you can't hear it, that'll be awesome because then I can listen to music. So give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. We'll put a little something on. Alright, so you guys are going to have to let me know if you can even hear that out there. You probably can a little bit. Alright, so while the water is boiling, we can start to prepare other things. So one of the things that we're going to need is the dredge that you will have to put the fish in to make it have a nice crispy exterior. So in order to do that, you'll need to have some flour. I like to put it in a bowl, nice shallow bowl, both wide sides. It's better that way. You can hear it faintly. Oh, you hear it? Do you guys have music on in the stream? Yes, Ogarazi, you have to listen to the same music I do or it's not going to work. Do you guys have there is a turtle magnet. I have 2 turtles. One turtle right here, and another turtle. This one's the cool one, though. This one's the Guinness turtle from the Guinness Brewery. It's cool. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Okay, so we're back. So we're gonna start to make the dredge that we're gonna use. So we want a little bit of flour, a couple tablespoons at most, because we just have a single piece of fish. You can see the fish here on the plate for scale. Not a huge piece, but I'm only one person, so I won't eat that much. So I'll give myself a couple of heaping tablespoons of flour, which is good. That's really all I need. Woo! And then for myself, I always like to eat things with a little bit of a spice, you know what I mean? I like to put a little awesome flavoring in there, so I add a little cayenne pepper. For the sake of ease, I like to use a little garlic salt. And of course, black pepper. Don't judge me, I have a pepper mill, but I'm out of peppercorns, so I'm gonna use pre-ground black pepper. I don't like it any more than you do, but I'm gonna use it. Flour, yes, flour in the freezer. I don't know why, my girlfriend puts it there, it's not my idea. So black pepper. Little cayenne. I'll do this in front of this camera so you guys can see what's happening. What's happening? You'll be able to see that. Oh, yeah, there you go. Little cayenne. Some garlic salt. And this way we don't need to add actual salt. And it gives it a little garlic flavor too. So now we've got the dredge ready to go. And what do you know, the water's boiling. So we'll get the rice. So you weigh out, or you measure out 1 cup of rice, reduce the heat to medium, give it a little bit of a stir because it's sticking a little bit. So it's reduced, and then you put a lid on it. For 20 minutes. So now we have 20 minutes until the rice is going to be ready. So in the time that we're going to be waiting for the rice, the next thing that we want to get ready is we want to start working on the asparagus because it's going to take a while to cook the asparagus. Where's my thingy? Where my thingy at? Where'd my thingy go? Where'd that go? I hate when things move that I didn't move. I thought I had all my things ready to go. Thought everything was put to the side. However, I guess this particular thing has found a new home. Where are you? Where did that crazy woman put you? Well, I guess we'll have to use this. Even though it's not ideal. Oh, sorry, that's probably pretty loud. Apologies, wasn't expecting to have to grab that. Where did that go? I'm really upset. No. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to improvise a little bit. What? What happened? What's wrong with the camera? Oh no, the camera! Oh no! Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's going to happen when you have it set up with tape. It could be a lot more secure. But I was in a rush. I was at the store today for a long time. A long time. Oh, I won't overcook the asparagus, don't worry. Sorry, I'm grabbing a piece of tape. Another piece of tape to further fix the camera. This should work. I have strong, proud, thick tape. It's proud. All right, so I do something a little different with my asparagus, and you'll probably enjoy it. What I like to do is boil my asparagus over beer. The song request works, but you don't hear the music? How is that working? How would that be possible? Is it maybe because the stream's not on? Or because the bot's not on this computer? Why would that be that way? I don't know, guys. I just don't know. Can't really afford to deal with it now. So I boil my asparagus with beer. It's why, because the bot. Well, the bot's on. I mean, obviously, you're talking to. Isn't Sarah Jane bot on? Yeah, the bot's on, but the bot itself isn't on the computer, right? It doesn't have the songs. Sorry, we'll fix it for next time. Sorry, guys. I thought it would work. At least I was under the impression that it would work. It does seem weird being in bright light. Would it matter if Sarah Jane Bot was... I mean, how would you put Sarah Jane Bot on my computer? It would have to be Ankbot, right? Thanks, Nez. Oh, this is a delicious beer. So the... we've got the beer getting ready to boil so that we can start steaming the asparagus. Got about 16 minutes left on the rice. The next thing to do, I will put the fish, I'll dredge the fish into the flour. So you want to get a nice coating. So don't be afraid to get your fingers in there. Get it all over. All over. Set it to the side. I'm done with this. And when you're dealing with raw fish, guys, anytime you actually touch it, you should wash your hands before you touch anything else. I do my best not to cross-contaminate, but it's hard sometimes. So I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, so... Hey, Shadow Wolf, what's up? TARDIS cooking is the best cooking. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Pretty darn awesome of you, I'll tell you that right now. Alright, so... Beer's still working up a frothy lather. So once that gets going, we'll get the asparagus on there. In the meantime, I'm going to get some garlic peeled. So, as I do this, I'll try to, if I know any sort of little hacks or anything, or any sort of ways to make your life a little easier, I will share that with you. And the reason I bring that up is because when it comes to peeling garlic, kind of a pain in the butt, right? Nobody wants to peel garlic. Boo! However, if you take your, we'll go over here. If you take your garlic and it's still got the peels on it, you can see that it's still wrapped in its fun little skin. Put it in a bowl. Take another bowl of equal size and put it on top. And then, with reckless abandon, you shake the shit out of that bowl. Just beat it up real good. Woo! Beat it up, baby! It makes the skins a lot easier to take off once they're done being beat up. These are pretty big pieces, so the skins didn't come completely off, but they're completely loosened now, and I can just take them off with my fingers. So, fun little trick. So, I'm going to chop up a little garlic once we get these skins off completely. What up, Diva? Hey guys, like I mentioned, it's going to be tough for me to see who's talking in chat, or if somebody new comes in, or if we have any follows or anything. So I'm not ignoring you. If you said something to me, I'm just not able to see it. All right. Get the rest of the skin off of this garlic. It's a lot of garlic, Tom. All right. So, get this asparagus out of here too. It's in the way. All right, so I'm gonna chop up a little garlic, but before I ever chop, you always gotta sharpen your knife. You want to make sure you have a sharp tool. If you have a knife sharpener and you know how to use it, I highly recommend that you do every time. Be careful. Be real careful. Okay. Helps make things a little bit easier. Oh, I missed a piece of skin. Get out of here. So oh yeah, that's a good shot. So for the garlic, you chop it pretty quick. You chop it roughly. Doesn't need to be precise because this is not for presentation purposes. This is just for flavor. This garlic itself will never be eaten. It's going into what we're going to do with this first head of garlic, or clove, is we're going to put it right into the beer. So that once the beer starts going and we've got it nice and boiling, it's going to help release a little bit of that flavor of the garlic into the beer. So we've got the sea salt, add a tiny bit. Again, out of peppercorns. Sorry. So I'm using shitty pre-ground black pepper out of a thing, and I hate it. A little bit of pepper. And that is starting to get to the point where it's going to be boiling. Oh yeah, another thing that we need to get started. So this takes a minute or 10 to do. This is for the balsamic reduction. Put a nice amount of balsamic vinegar into a pan. Heat it up. Put it on like medium heat. And just let it simmer until it starts to get, can you see the beer? Yes. This right here is the beer with the garlic in it. It's got the flavoring. It smells divine. I'm using, of course, my favorite, which is Fat Tire. That will be basically when I cook, if I'm using beer, I will always use Fat Tire or some New Belgium Brewing beer. They are my favorite. So we're going to get a little bit more garlic ready here. And again, this is into little slices. Nice and thin. Okay. And then we will chop it as well. Gonna get this into a fine chop though. Want to make sure it's somewhat uniform, because this will be garlic that gets et. And if you want it to look nice, you gotta spend the extra time, you know what I mean? So those are all pretty evenly sized. What up, Jay? How you doing, buddy? Fat Tire. Oh, that's a great beer. It's one of my favorites, obviously. Me gusta mucho. So you gotta be careful with the balsamic, guys. You don't want to cook it too hot, or it will burn. If you start to see it steaming like it is right here, you gotta be careful. Turn it down. The rice still has 6 minutes. We need this up here to get going. So, since I'm only one person, I won't eat that much asparagus. Certainly not a whole thing of it. So, for my asparagus, I tend to chop off about that much of the bottoms, mostly for presentation purposes. Set the extra pieces aside to use, and you can make a vegetable stock or use them later. I have a lot of other pieces of asparagus that I'm going to need to use as well. Try not to ever waste vegetables or stuff like that. There's always uses for things. That is so ridiculous. Where's my grate? I hate it. I hate that that's not here. I know I didn't move it. Damn it. Okay, so this isn't exactly ideal, but it will come down a little bit. Too small. This should work. And I'll put this on top just to catch some of the steam. All right, so 5 minutes left on the rice. The asparagus is going. Gonna need to get that cooked down pretty quickly. What am I making? This is my first live cooking stream, Carefree. I've never done this before. So, I mean, I've cooked before, obviously. I've never cooked on a stream before. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Ooh. Stir that rice a little bit. And into every good rice, you should put, this is my little secret here, you should definitely put a little bit of butter. Now, that's a little bit too much butter. However, make a nice pat of butter. You throw that right in there while it's getting ready to be done. And that adds a nice richness to it. I am making a pan-seared whitefish with a lot of different accoutrements. Oh yeah, so, here it is. The lemon. Now is a good time to put the lemon. So the way that I do this is 3 minutes left on the rice. Squirt a bunch of lemon juice in the rice. And then put the lemon pretty much in the middle. And let it finish with the lemon in there. And the lemon will have the rice will now have a nice citrusy flavor. Yeah, it's not a surprise, Jay. I'm sorry. I announced it. It's kind of a little bit difficult to keep up with it. So next thing is, so a lot of recipes call for onions, and I like onions. Don't get me wrong; they're great, obviously, but I'm a bigger fan, personally, of shallots. So I always tend to buy shallots instead of onions, if available. So this one's got lots of weird little shallots growing in it, which is a little strange, but I guess that'll work. So if you can see, this is a little weird, kind of got some strange, I peeled this part off, but it's a little strange. Anyways, it's basically an onion, and when you cut an onion, there's definitely a trick that I'd like to show you guys on how to cut an onion. So cut it long ways to give yourself more working room, or an easier flat surface. And then what you do is you cut along the lines all the way through. Nice even little slices. Then you cut, careful here, watch your fingers, cut up through the middle, and then you have even pieces, and it works on onions, shallots, whatever you're trying to cut. And the pieces are all uniform every time. So this will be for our fish. Neat little trick. Thank you for the follow, Mimitos, I believe it says. It's hard for me to see the screen. I apologize in advance, my friend. So the balsamic is reducing. Oh, timer's done. So the rice goes off. Oops. You never want to overcook rice. So since it's done, I'm going to go ahead and let it get the steam off so it doesn't continue to cook. As you can see, the rice has that lemon right in the middle with the lemon juice. I'll test the rice, see where we're at with it. That's perfect rice. Perfectly done. So we'll add a tiny bit of salt, and hopefully everything else will get done quickly. So now comes the really fun part. Cooking the fish. So there. So we'll turn it on. I'm using a cast iron pan tonight to cook the fish. We'll be using butter. I know that some people are like, oh, you should use olive oil, whatever. I'm like, no, fuck it. I'm going to use butter. Because I like butter. Alien onion? That was an alien onion, right? All right. So we'll get that butter going on there. Gonna need a little bit more. All right, don't want buttered paper. A little bit more. There you go. Let that butter melt down. Asparagus is looking good. Smelling good too. Man, that rice is fantastic. Woo! I'm talking about olive oil, Allie. I usually use olive oil for everything. Thanks, Ogarazi. It's got such a good flavor to it. And I owe a lot of that to the lemon flavor and the fact that take your time to cook the rice and that it's not overcooked. So, butter's melting. Want it to get just a little bit hotter in here so that it'll actually start to cook the stuff as soon as I put it in. We're going to prepare the capers. Yeah, fucking cut myself is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Let me get some juice out of her. Okay. Now capers, if you want to know what those are, they're just like they're part of a plant, and they don't really have their own flavor. They're kind of just like salty buds of plant matter, and they mostly just add texture and a little bit of salt flavor. If you can see those, they're pretty good. Okay, so got the butter going. First things first, we add the garlic. We're going to add the shallot. Get all of that in there, baby. Okay. So get those going. What a great smell. I wish that there was smell-o-vision, guys. I wish you could be smelling this, because it's pretty freaking fantastic, I'll tell you what. Hercules! Hercules! What's up, buddy? Well, yeah, I mean, basically once the fish is cooked and I get the sauce done and I put it all together, then dinner's done. I mean, we're talking 20 more minutes max. These cooking streams are going to be part of what I'm going to call Friday night dinner and a game. And Friday night dinner and a game is going to be, the first half of the stream will be me cooking like this. And then the second half will, I'll go upstairs and I'll play while we're eating the food that we just made. So tonight's stream is going to be pretty short. It'll be over as soon as I'm done cooking. So yeah, like 15, 20 more minutes max. This is just a test run to see how things go. I want to thank you guys for being here. Toa, yeah, one of the plans is as soon as I'm done, I want to post the recipe to Discord. All right, so here's the part where you really have to pay attention, fam. Fish is in. Fish, unlike beef, doesn't have a ton of fat. So because of that, as you may or may not know, fish cooks extremely quickly. Which means that fish will burn extremely quickly. I'm going to swap these. I feel like I get a better flame out of this one. So we got to watch the fish. So you're going to want to go like... You're going to want to have maybe 2 minutes per side for the fish, tops. And as you can see, the balsamic's getting reduced. We put a lot more in there to start with, and it's boiling off. So it's getting a little bit thicker, which is what we want. So those things are happening right now. And while this cooks, we're going to keep a very close eye on the fish. Can't stress it enough. And because we don't want to break the fish, we only move it around with a spatula in its full piece. We don't want it to flake or break. Got a piece of halibut here. Nice piece of fish. Exciting stuff. So yeah. How's it looking so far, guys? How are we doing? Well, now you can watch me cook fish, Hercules, and you can see how it's done. And if you'd like to try it yourself, you don't have to be afraid. Halibut does not have a lot of flavor, no, Arya. And that's kind of the point, is because with this recipe specifically, you really want the flavors that I'm adding to it to be picked up. So we're going to cover the rice now because it's not cooking, but we don't want it to get cold. Looking like it's cooked on that side. Oh yes. Oh yes. Delicious. So this fish will be done shortly. As you can see, I like to caramelize the onions on top and on the bottom of the fish to add an extra layer of flavor. And as you can see from the actual fish parts itself, they're kind of a golden brown. What up, Nairo? Welcome! There was breading. I used I didn't use like an egg wash or anything, but I have, so I'm going to turn off the fish now because it's pretty much done. I'm going to move it away from the fire because I don't want it to overcook. But what I have is I used flour, a little bit of cayenne, some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of garlic salt. And that was my my dredge that I put the fish through. So now that the fish is done, you need to move it to another plate. Get it out of the pan. Just make sure that it's done. I'm pretty sure it's done. Now we're going to let it cook a few more seconds. Just a little bit longer. We don't want undercooked fish either. Yeah, that's the thing, Arya. That's why I wanted to make sure that I didn't start cooking it first. You know what I mean? Like, you got to make sure that it's actually cooked in time with everything else. So, just gonna give it another few seconds here on this side. It'll be finished, and then a little bit of magic happens. Hercules! How do you know fish is cooked? Well, the way that you can tell that fish is cooked is, fortunately, let me show you, see if I can get you a good angle on this. You see, you can look at the side of a fish, and when you look at the side of the, oh here, yeah, right there. When you look at the side of the fish, you can see it cooks down from the top to the center. If the center of the fish is cooked, or appears to be cooked from the outside, then it has cooked all the way through. So I'm going to take this fish. The oven is not on, but I'm putting it in the oven just so that it stays warm in there. I'm going to check the asparagus real quick because, oh, that'll be done. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so the asparagus is pretty much done. The balsamic reduction is reduced. Put that there. We're going to move this over, and this is where the fun happens. So now that your protein is finished, you're going to want to make your sauce, and this is the best. So take a generous amount of butter. As you can see, you've still got all these awesome caramelized onions and garlic in here. Bring it back to life a little bit with the butter. Very nice, very nice. Now you're going to want to use, once the butter is hot like this and it's going, you're going to want to use a little bit of that flour that you had left over. Drizzle it into the butter. This is going to act as a thickener for your sauce. So you drizzle a little bit of flour in there. Now, before it burns, You get your tarragon, so you pull off the leaves. You don't want to use the stems. Tarragon is an herb that tastes and smells quite a bit like black licorice. It's in the same taste family as anise or anise, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Star anise is one of my favorite flavors. So you take this, and little trick, guys, with leaved stuff, with stuff like this, you can take it and roll it up, and this is called a chiffonade. Take the herb, mix it in. You don't want to have too much. Put in some capers. Not too many capers. A few. Okay, we'll get it off the heat. Now for the plating. What up, Andy? How you doing, buddy? Oh, what's up, Blake? You guys here? That's awesome. Thanks for coming in, guys. So, now it's time for the plating. I like to move it. No, I like to do things so that they look fan-freaking-tastic. I gotta find room. The kitchen is so small. Okay. I believe you guys can see this. So this is how we're gonna plate. First we'll take the rice. Take out the lemon. It's a hot lemon now. I like to use a measuring cup because it gives me a nice form, shape. Pack it in. Like that. Turn the asparagus off. Get the fish. Lay the fish on it like that. Get the asparagus. Don't burn yourself. Can't have a rogue piece of rice. It's about enough asparagus like this. Try to give it a sweeping feeling, like it's working its way around the plate. All fire is off. Balsamic reduction. Oh, you gotta be careful with this. This will mess up your plate. Just a little bit goes a long way. You really want to just drizzle it. Get it down the length of it. Okay? And then get some of your tarragon butter sauce. Hold on. And drizzle it over the top. Ooh. with a festive sprig of tarragon and a tiny little dribble of lemon. And there's a dish right there, my friends, that I would pay a significant amount of money for at a restaurant. Tell me what you guys think. Does it look good? Let's make sure that you get the full view of it here. I think it looks fantastic. There's dinner, guys. That is dinner. If you have lavender, you put the lavender in at the same time that you put in the lemon. And you would put that into the rice, and it would cook at the same time. And then it would be infused with that right there. I'm excited to eat it. Thank you, guys. It's Pizza Saturday. So yeah, so there's the dish, guys. That's the first cooking stream right there. You're hungry at 5 a.m. What do? I don't know. Make some fish, Ness. Make some fish. So yeah, so I'll stay on for a few minutes here. I can turn the old camera. You guys are gonna see how dirty it is in here, though. The rest of the house is not as clean as the front of the kitchen was. So I'll put this right here. I'll sit down at the bar. We can hang out for a few minutes. I feel like it was over so quickly. I feel like it was done so fast. Hey guys, how's it going? Here's my wire. You can see some tape. You guys like my tape? Some Gorilla tape. So yeah, so let's try to get a better angle. Woo, don't fall. Don't need broken computers. Come on. I'll put it over here. Hey. Tilapia does work, yes. Tilapia is kind of not my favorite fish. It was halibut. So there we go. Here's the food. I'll take a bit of the rice with some of the delicious fish. And as you can see, the fish is cooked perfectly all the way through with the nice brownish breading and the flavor on the outside. So let's give it a try. That's really good. Guys, that is really good. Heaven. So, I'm not going to sit here and eat for you guys on stream. It is perfect. It is so perfect, Ograzi. It tastes so fantastic. I'm not going to sit here and eat on stream because I feel that's kind of rude. But I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Let me get myself here in the camera. Eating stream. No, I'm not going to have an eating stream, Qatar. We just finished making food, so I'm not going to eat for you guys on stream. Your guys' food will be in the mail. It's all coming. So I'm going to end the stream here, guys. But then I'm going to hop in Discord. So if you guys want to hang out in Discord and you want to chat, I'm going to be there shortly. I want to say thank you guys so much for coming out. It's meant a lot to me on this first stream. I think I did pretty well. I hope you guys agree. If there's stuff that we need to work on, we'll work on it more. No candle and flowers. No, I'm cooking for myself. Qatar, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the TARDIS! Alright guys, so I'm going to go. So, hop into the Discord. I'll be up there in like 2 or 3 minutes. We can hang out and chat in there. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you all for being here. Wait, let's see. Hold on. You guys are here. Let's see. Who else is on? Do I have any peoples on? No channels? Oh, wait. We do have someone on. So let's do a raid, guys. Let's do a real quick raid. Let's do a cooking raid. So the oh shit, hold on. Yeah, Viking is still on. The raid call is this. Sorry, I gotta type everything out. I don't have anything on here. So this is the raid call. So go ahead and copy that and then when I give you guys the link to where we're going, head over there, and then once I say something, everybody copies it into chat, and we raid this person. Mamitos, I will be doing another cooking stream next Friday, hopefully. So that's the raid call, guys. This is where we're gonna go. Sorry, I gotta type it out. So that's where we're going, guys. Head over there, and when I say the raid call first, then you guys hop in and say it, and we'll raid together. All right, guys. I want to say thank you again for coming and hanging out. I love you all so much. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. Be good. Bye.